What is up? What is up, y'all? Still a little bit sick. You could definitely tell from my voice. And I'm probably going to be coughing like hell throughout this stream. I just took a little bit of Dayquil, so hopefully that could kick in. But today, y'all, we ended up hitting our sub goal, which I don't know if I hit it the other day. No, I think it was today because I went to sleep. I woke up and we hit 1,850 subscribers. So now our next sub goal would just be hitting 1,900. So I think that's gonna be super lit. Hopefully we can end up getting there. I don't know when, but that would be so cool. I can't wait to end up getting to 2,000 subs. I remember just breaking 1,000 and it was like a dream come true. Never thought that would ever happen, is like hitting 1,000 subs. Now I'm like this close to 2,000, man. That is crazy. Hold on, let me go in real quick. I need to, oh, I forgot my other phone. My fault. Because if there's any comments, I probably haven't seen it yet because I just started the stream. So for you to say she just started, but what's up? What's up? Give me a second because I gotta open up this phone to kind of look at my chat, so to see what people are saying. What is up, the Angry Cynic? What is up, Mono Animations? What's up, Helix? How are you guys? Today should be pretty fun. I literally off camera, and I wish I did it on camera, but oh no, actually I think I did do it on camera. I think I did it yesterday. I'm not too sure, but I ended up taking a CompTIA A plus styled quiz on Exam Compass, and for the first time of taking it, I honestly didn't think I was learning a lot from what I was listening to on Professor Messer. And I ended up literally like getting it to where I think I got like a 75. So I'm like, that's not bad, that's passing. But then I ended up taking a good amount of notes on it. And then now I could probably get like a 96, maybe 80, just like off a mistake. Used to show my bag. My bag is just a regular old little backpack. That's all this is. I literally just have it for when I bring my stuff to other people's houses. That's literally it. I gotta go to my Discord. Make sure I put that that I'm live in there, and then I gotta make sure I put that I'm live on my Instagram, and then we can kind of jump into taking that quiz, which I think is gonna be super fun. I ended up uploading the ticketing system video where I kind of first used it, but then eventually we're going to end up having another video where I solve about 10 tickets. But that's probably going to be a little bit in the future. Who knows? We'll see which ones come out first. I have 2 more videos that I'm planning on. Oh my goodness. I have 2 more videos I'm planning on. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick, bro. I used to carry polythene bags. Oh, okay. I don't even know. Honestly, I don't remember what polythene bags are. I probably have to go look that up, to be honest. That probably sounds crazy. Alright, let me go open real quick my other editing software. I think I should be fine to take the quiz as of right now. I just want to change this to day 48. Hopefully I pass it and I don't fail, but because I'm now that I have like performance anxiety, y'all are watching me. If I fail, that's crazy. But yes, we took one. And it was literally just because I wanted to see how they would like ask these questions. Real quick, I kind of want to see what a polythene bag is. Is that like the ones where, oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. For some reason I was not thinking of that. I was thinking of like an actual like I think I was thinking of the ones that you have it but you like zip it and then you put the black thing down. I don't know why I was thinking of that. That was crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Which workstation operating system is most widely adopted in business environments due to its strong compatibility with enterprises, application management tools, and network infrastructure? Now, I already know this answer, but I feel like because here I ended up making flashcards too to help me, which it has been helping me a lot. But I've realized that I started to connect certain words together. So every time I hear business environment and or like enterprise application management tools, I immediately am like Windows. You know, like I wonder if that's a good thing or am I gonna screw myself? Are they gonna ask certain things? I'm gonna get stuck for it. And then same thing here. Like as soon as I hear a software development company, for programmers, right? You get into that. I immediately know it's Linux, right? It says which workstation runs only on Apple hardware. I honestly, if they put iOS here, I probably would have clicked it, but obviously it would be Mac OS. So I'm wondering, is Mac OS and iOS a little bit different because they're saying workstation. Okay, so that's the key word. Because if they put iOS, I probably would have done it, but I think workstation and then mobile obviously are two different things. On to the next quiz. On to the next question, sorry. My goodness, bro, I'm so sick. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was hoping my voice would have been back already. But from the way things are moving, this voice ain't coming back. And I don't even be talking that much. Like, except for when I go live. Other than that, y'all, I've just been silent all day. Which answer listed below refers to an operating system designed for lightweight? Another thing. As soon as I hear lightweight or low-cost computers, I just immediately Chrome OS. Is this a good thing or not? Which mobile operating system restricts app installation strictly to the App Store? Here, App Store, iOS. I know Android has an App Store, but it's not the same. It says mobile OS, widely adopted by device manufacturers for its open source base and flexible customization options. I mean, the only one here that looks like a phone or mobile is Android. I don't know what the hell Symbian is. Which device is type is iPad OS specifically developed for? Clearly a tablet, laptop. I mean, it just can't be a smartphone, smartwatch, laptop. It wouldn't make sense. Which mobile device is exclusive, or mobile operating system is exclusive to Apple iPhones, iOS? Oh yeah, okay, so now I think I get it because iPad OS, technically, yes, this is all from Apple, but this one is for Apple iPhones, this is for Apple hardware, as in computers, and then this is for Apple tablets. I wonder why they use different operating systems. Hey, what is up, Harsh? What is up? A digital artist needs a mobile operating system that supports advanced stylus features. Immediately, as soon as I hear digital stylus features, I just go iPad OS. I really hope this is a good thing, man. I really hope so. What are the key characteristics of Android OS? I know this because I think I got it wrong previously, so it kind of just stuck with me. They already mentioned it in a different question that it's an open source platform. It's not limited to the official store because otherwise this wouldn't be working. So I think it's high level of customization because they don't have limited and it's not a closed ecosystem. So that should be that. Here's where it kind of gets a little difficult if we can remember these ones. Which of the answers listed below refers to a Microsoft developed file system that provides advanced features such as large and folder permissions encryptions? I think this is NTFS. Because I know FAT32, immediately I think 4 gigabytes, 2 terabytes. exFAT, I know they do large ones, but I don't know if exFAT has features like folder permissions. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Which Microsoft file system was specifically designed for maximum resilience, data integrity, and large-scale storage deployments in enterprise environments? First thing that I see, it says Microsoft, and I don't think any of these. If these are Microsoft, yikes, but I think this is Linux. So it has to be REFS. This is the newer one that we're just taking notes on recently. So, oh, yep, right here, 4 gigabytes, 2 terabytes, obviously. That's FAT32. They could kind of trick me if they were to put regular FAT and then FAT32. For some reason, I always think that it's regular FAT for that one, but it's not. Excuse me, sorry. It says, which file system is the default choice for many modern Linux distributions? X4, almost got that wrong. Which Linux file system is widely used in enterprise environments due to its support for very large and scalability and high performance? Damn, why is my screen so bright on that? What the hell? So this is the Linux for high performance. I already said that, the FXS. Which of the answers listed below refers to Microsoft developed proprietary files optimized for flash drives and external? That's the exFAT. Which of the following refers to the default Mac OS file system optimized for solid state drives? Obviously, this is not Mac OS, this is Microsoft. Don't know what the hell these two are, but I believe it's the APFS. Which file system offers the broadest compatibility with Windows, Mac OS, and Linux? I know FAT32 is one, but I can't recall if it's exFAT or NTFS. I cannot recall. Unless it's exFAT, maybe? I'm not too sure. exFAT. I think it's exFAT. I think NTFS, I think, can go from Windows, Mac OS to Linux, but I think it's not like meant to. That's why I could only do modern ones. So I think it's exFAT. I think exFAT could go with anything. Which term describes the final phase in the product cycle when it is no longer developed? I don't know why I know. Wait, actually, I was gonna say I don't know why I know this, but I could be wrong. I don't know if it's the EOL or the EOS. Which factor is a common limitation preventing a very old desktop computer from upgrading to the newest version? I already know this one, because all these other ones wouldn't make too much sense. Well, I mean, it probably could be a reason, but the common limitation should be that the hardware doesn't meet the requirements. Vendors might limit updates or discontinue support for an operating system to encourage users to upgrade to newer versions, reduce development and support costs. Well, I mean, the first two seem to be right, so I'm just going to go all of the above. Which factor is the primary cause of compatibility issues when sharing data between operating systems? Variations in hardware requirements, no. Inconsistent file naming, lack of support. I think it's differences in file system format. Common methods used to mitigate compatibility issues between operating systems include using virtual machines. Whatever, I don't know. I'm going through. I don't want to read. I don't have that reading in me. Which of the actions listed below is not required when preparing a USB drive to serve as the bootable installation for a media? I remembered this one, installing the operating system onto the USB, because instead it writes a system installation. So would it make sense? These two are incompatible. Which of the following answers refers to a solution widely used in enterprise environments for deploying operating systems at a scale, particularly when the use of physical media is not feasible? We're going for the PXE. Let's see, I think we got 100. Hey. Perfection. We went from a 75 to 100. What type of weird little ad? What is this? Is this The Rock? Please put that down. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's go and transition real quick. So we ended up getting 100. I'm very happy for that. Like, super goated, because, man, that took a lot of studying. As y'all can see here, look at all these flashcards so far. Look at all these flashcards. I'm making sure I got a note of everything. Well, at least every question. I need to get more flashcards soon. But I do plan on all the ones that necessarily weren't asked. I plan on looking it up and seeing what it actually is, so that I can make more flashcards. But so far we got up to here and I literally know. Like, I feel like I know all the answers when I see a A, B, and C, D, which more than likely a lot of the questions on the CompTIA are going to look like that. But sometimes there are moments where they do ask for certain things where you're not going to literally see it. So I feel like what I'm probably going to have to do, so that's why I like this, because it makes me have to actually know the answer. Because that means if I actually know the answer, no matter how it's asked, I got it. You said that ad is triggering my brain rot. No facts. Oh, triggering your brain rot. Yes, that is hilarious. Oh my goodness. So I need to go and I need to get this active because I gotta get the camera ready so that y'all can see me kind of take some notes today. Because this is where a lot of our learning has been coming from, is Professor Messer and this note taking, and it's been helping. So I'm actually not even upset at all. I was afraid for like a long time that I was doing the wrong stuff, and I probably was. But now that I finally know what to do, I can't wait to just keep it pushing. My fault, yo. I'm sick as hell. Damn, I thought I had my earphones in here. I guess not, so I have to be right back. And I gotta go and end up getting my earphones just so that I could listen to Professor Messer. But, well, actually, I think what I'm gonna do this time around is I'm probably gonna go and do the job hunt a little bit earlier in today's stream. And then end it with the study session. Just to kind of see, like, how, because we can kind of play around today. For some reason, I can't use LinkedIn no more. I'm gonna be showing y'all the screen soon. I can't use LinkedIn anymore. It's like they want me to sign in, which is strange. Let me see if I signed in with my account. Like, what happens? They're doing too much. Like, come on. Whatever. I'm gonna have to use Indeed until we can use LinkedIn. So I feel like personally what I want to look for, we're gonna go part-time. Well, actually, we've been looking for part-time. Let me do full-time and part-time. We're gonna update that and kind of just look at these jobs, look at exactly what they're looking for so that we can be job prepared if you're someone who's here who wants a certain position, or if you just kind of want to see me ultimately be job hunting for the future. You said winter is hitting you real hard, not gonna lie. No, yes, it really is. I think we have snow outside as like we're speaking. Oh, and then I don't know if it was you, Harsh, that mentioned the meteor shower. I wasn't able to see it because there was we had like hella clouds here, so I missed it. I was like, damn. And I was looking outside, missed it. So did I switch? Oh yeah, I did switch screens. Okay, here we go. So process excellent critical thinking and technical troubleshooting skills. Possess excellent verbal and written communication, attention to detail. Like I said, my biggest thing, I think for me, this could be the hardest when it comes to a job like this, is that I know it might, well, first of all, my voice is a little bit messed up because I'm sick. But if y'all have been here previously, y'all might think I have excellent verbal and written communication skills. But I have this thing literally, I think the best way to explain it is called performance anxiety. When it's like, I know how to do something, I know how to say something, but when I feel like people are watching me, or obviously it has to do with another person, I start to get nervous that I always do something wrong. So for instance, like I remember one time I was driving, and I'd been driving for like 3-4 years maybe, right? I remember one time I was driving, and as I was driving, I always do good. But then there was like a moment where I had to drive in front of my family, and then it was like, I was done for. Like, I don't know what it was, but like I just ended up like hitting the curb at one point. I ended up like turning a little bit too, like, when it came to driving into the what is it called, the garage or whatever, I turned too early instead of making room. So when I did that, I went over the curb again. So this is twice in one day. And then I think the last thing that happened that day was, oh yeah, because I was coming out to go repark the car. And you know, and I don't know if it's the same in different countries, but in the USA, you can't park a car facing the other direction on a street. Like, if you're going this way, you need to park your car this way. For some reason, I don't know, like I was just anxious. I came out and I parked it facing this way. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I know this. So that's kind of the best way for me to explain my performance anxiety. No matter what I know, I sit there and I just start doing dumb stuff. So I don't even know if this is IT support. I think so. It has a little bit of different tasks, like similar but different. I think this is in Michigan. I believe this one's full-time. So you set up, install, configure hardware, peripherals, and other technology equipment. He said meteor shower, damn. No, yes, and I missed it. It sucks. Provide technical support to end users, including resolving hardware and software issues. Assist users with setting up, configuring their workstation accounts. Onboard users of accounts and devices using 365, Entra, and Exchange. Manage and support warehouse scanners, tablets within the mobile device. System, maintain accurate records, of IT assets, including hardware and software. Sorry, something in my eye. Complete all of our, what does it say? Complete all of our duties supervisors are deemed necessary. No, say the supervisor's in charge for real. Assist with the IT projects, including system upgrades, installations, and deployments. Minimum 2 years of experience in the IT field, ability to learn aspects of technology, or related field preferred, tech related, but not limited to networking, programming, Active Directory, computer repair, operating system install, hardware management, wireless access points, and a couple of things that we're learning right now. Well, for one, we already got programming down pat, at least with JavaScript. But then two, we're learning about computer repair. I like that, right? But then three, we're learning about operating system installs. But of course, it's a lot more better when you actually have done it. So I have an older computer over there. I don't think the operating system is going to work though, because that computer is so damn old. But I'm going to see if I could probably install an operating system on there. I think that one's a Chromebook. Oh wait, no, not even, because I think Chromebooks, they're not compatible with other operating systems, so never mind. That's why that computer is trash. Proficient applications like MS Office 365, Active Directory. Excellent communication skills. Oh, something else I've been working on too, but I've been doing it off camera, but I plan on showing it on a YouTube video. Is I finally got into permissions. I finally got into learning about permissions in the file system and how to grant access, how to take away access, how to fix it, like troubleshoot it. And not like fully, but I feel like I got the gist of it. And then I also was learning a little bit on how to read the task manager and how to see like if there's something wrong. But to see exactly what to look at and stuff like that, I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's the same happens with me. I used to do good in soccer practice, but fold under pressure in match days. No, yes, that actually happened to me too with basketball. Like literally, we were all doing 1v1s with the basketball team. Granted, in one of the games I did end up losing, but that was simply because, for one, I think the person lied about the score because I wasn't keeping track. I thought the teachers were, or the coaches were. But then two, I just had a 1v1 right before that, and she kind of wasn't playing the whole time because she already beat like her person. But I was kind of going head to head because I've always just been that type of player to like let someone get a point, just so it's not like I'm just like devouring. But other than that, though, I remember like I was 1v1ing people and I was just going crazy. Like people, like the coaches weren't expecting me to do well because every time it came to a game, I would fold under pressure no matter what. And I probably had a couple of good games, but most of the time I would fold under pressure, and it was just because there was so much people watching. I couldn't keep it together. I'm like, yo. So that's something I just been struggling with ever since I was younger. I feel like even taking quizzes sometimes because I'm like, I know what teacher is gonna read this, and so I feel like I'll perform like terribly. But if I take a practice quiz, same questions, I'm not too worried about it. I pass it like easy. So provides end user software troubleshooting support remotely, provides follow-up actions with customers to ensure resolution of incidents or requests, remotely configure and upgrade computer software, maintains the integrity of computer security. Okay, this is pretty good. I can't wait to end up getting into this. I feel like I've just had so many dreams where I just was doing IT support that I just know that it's meant for me. But now let's get a little bit into this studying. I think we kind of left off on the GPT partition style, which I'm still kind of like, don't really know what a partition is. I did look up the definition. So I don't know why I jumped back to the screen. I'm so sorry, y'all. But let me go and look up here. Like, what is a OS partition? Like, I still don't get it. No matter how many times someone tells me, I'm lost. So it's a dedicated section on a physical drive, HDD, or the SSD that holds the operating system's core files and bootloader. Allowing the computer to start up and run, it acts like a separate drive, keeping OS data away. I mean, I get it, but the only thing is like, then what the hell is a GPT partition style? Because we have formatted partitions. Because we were getting into a lot of partitions recently. We're talking about disk partition. Before we can install an OS, we need to create a logical section of your storage drive that would be designed as a place to keep data, referred to as the disk partition, which separates the physical drive into logical pieces, useful to keep data separated. Multiple partition are not always necessary. Like, I feel like I have to physically see what it is. Like, I don't think I can sit here. Like, what I'm assuming is that a partition is basically like just creating a section. Well, actually, I guess that's probably what it is. It's like you're creating a section inside of your storage that holds whatever you put in there, is what I'm guessing. But most people do it in a formatted partition, which are called volumes. Or most people do it in a GPT partition style. I think that's probably the best way to say it. This is how I keep me with a logical programming logic. I honestly, I really don't know, because I feel like you said with a logical programming logic. Like, I've learned JavaScript, but I know that that was hell for me. So I don't know what you mean, because you're saying, can you help me with a logical programming logic? Like, are you saying to help you with how to program, basically? Like, the logic that you need? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best there either, my damn self. I need a lot of work. Hey, what is up, Altic? What is up? By the way, y'all, I gotta be right back. I'm gonna be super quick. I just need to grab my earphones. It's literally gonna be less than a minute. And not even a full minute, probably less than 10 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I have to grab my earphones so that I can listen to Professor Messer and kind of let y'all know what the hell's going on. What is up, Julian? What is up? How are you guys? By the way, if you guys are new here, make sure you end up hitting that like button. Actually, if you're just here in general, hit that like button and pushes the stream out to other people. I'm glad that all of y'all can join. And if y'all like this journey of me documenting every single day of me trying to become an IT support specialist and or a network engineer, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I previously done this before with web dev, so definitely. This is disgusting. Gotta make sure I get those out. I'm sorry. Apologies, but definitely end up I mean, I've done this with web dev before for about 7 months, so far we kind of been learning about a lot of different things for like 8, almost 9 months now. And I documented the entire thing, so I'm definitely someone who's like, you know, so if there are routes that contain stations and the system accepts input for where I am and where I want to go, write code that finds the routes I need to take to reach my destination. Oh, I have no idea. I think that's a little bit too deep for me. I really only learned the basics. I only learned enough just to make like a static website that could do a little bit of functions. With JavaScript. Everything else that you just said, it threw me for a loop. So right now we're still talking about installing the operating system, I believe. So I haven't completely finished it. But let me go and see. Because I think we're still, yeah, because we're in the GPT style. So it requires the UFI. Let me go and look this up right now. So we got the OS partition. So GPT partition style. Because I guess they said that it comes with 2 styles. And this is number 1 of the partitions. I think if you see the term used in Windows documentation, just remember that a volume is simply a formatted partition. When you format a partition, you will be asked to format it with 1 or of 2 different styles. So here we go. So this is how you format a partition. GPT style, we put the latest partition format standard for more recent OSs. You're probably configuring the partition as a GPT partition to be able to use the guide partition, which means globally unique identifier. Table style, you still need a BIOS that is a UFI BIOS. This means that you can configure up to 128 partitions using this GPT partition style if you have a storage drive big enough. So did you actually install an operating system by yourself? Not yet. I do plan on doing it because I already have a laptop that I haven't used. So right now I'm taking notes on how to do it. Because obviously I haven't. I don't know how to do it. So I'm taking a little bit of notes on how to do it, especially because these are some questions that they do ask on the CompTIA A+. And then I'm going to actively go do it because I literally have a laptop behind me. But if I can't do it on there, then I'm screwed. I will be screwed. Hold on real quick because y'all are commenting a lot. I don't have my phone out because I'm using it as a camera. Oh, I forgot to turn on my camera. Hold on, give me a second. My fault. Okay, here we go. We got the camera on. You said, oh yeah. So it says, I can't even remember how many times I've thanked random Indian guys on YouTube for helping me pass my exams. That is hilarious. No, seriously though. So have you ever done any project? Can I see them, please? I haven't really, like, I feel like I've used JavaScript, but I literally only have used it for, like, an animation, which you could, like, do with CSS. So it's nothing too crazy, and I don't, I think you could watch one of my older videos. I should have the JavaScript code in there, but I don't necessarily have the project, like, on hand. So if not, I'd suggest to get some cheap PC on the laptop so you'll learn to do it by doing it, no facts. So you can install something like Ubuntu Server 24 that runs pretty well and it's also free. Okay, so that's good. I plan on doing this for a YouTube video. I literally have everything, like, I have everything planned, I think for like 2 months already of the type of content that I plan on doing. And then on top of that, the type of hands-on stuff I want to get onto. So definitely, like, I'm definitely getting to it. It's just, I feel like a lot of my hands-on, I like to learn it first. Where the hell did my pen go? This is absurd. Why is everything failing on me right now? But I like to learn it first through what Professor Messer says, and then I like to take a quiz on it just to make sure I understand it, do it in flashcards, and then I like to go and get hands-on. All of it is already pre-planned. I already know a lot of the stuff that I should be getting into really quickly. It's just about when it ends up happening. And a lot of it, I feel like, makes sense for it to be a YouTube video rather than doing it on live. Because it just wouldn't make sense if I'm sitting here doing something that you guys probably wouldn't be able to really see. Because I would have to film off of this. Like, it just wouldn't make sense until I get, like, a better camera. But, oh yes, I have a lot planned to finally get, like, hands-on with a lot of things. It just depends on when basically, like, when I do it. So I think we put 128 partitions, have a storage drive that is big enough. Yeah, so that's where it says right there. It says on the drive, which makes it a much, wait, where the hell am I? So fortunately, I don't know why I stopped while I was in the middle of writing this. Because this is, like, the worst point to stop at, because I don't know where the hell I'm at. Had a UV MBR, big enough style. Separately creates 128. I think it had to have been a little bit more up here. Damn, this is confusing. Let me just click play. I'll find it. I think so far I'm like almost 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes into this video, so then that's good. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now that's where I'm at. So up to, yep, there we go, 120 for the partition style. And then I put, if you have a storage drive big enough, the GPT partition style will support a total drive of 9,000 or 9 million terabytes. Damn. Is that 9 million or 9 billion? There's no way. Let me see. The GPT partition style will support a total 9 billion. Wow. That is crazy. Over 9 billion terabytes. There was a comment that was written in a different language. I do not know what you have said. It says have a storage drive big enough. So I gotta put the GPT partition style will support up to, like, that's crazy, up to a total drive size of over 9 billion. That is crazy. Over 9 billion. But I hope when I take the CompTIA A+ exam 2, the one that's obviously on exam compass, oh, I gotta put terabytes, I forgot. I'm hoping that I could also, like pretty much, hopefully they ask questions about like installing the operating system because I want to test that part of me, which I think so far, like I have a decent amount of it down pat mentally. But like you said, it definitely works a lot better when you actually have done it hands on. That's the same reason why I plan on getting a desktop, opening it up, because hands on is just so much better. And I can't wait to get into those labs. I just currently want to move at my own pace and do it the way I know that's best for me learning. Because I've definitely have experienced it before where I've decided to, especially with web dev, I decided to kind of learn on what other people were telling me. And I'm not saying that you're like wrong or anyone is wrong for telling me anything. Like, of course, I could think about it and see how I feel like it will fit in my schedule or how it will fit for my learning process. But I remember with web dev, there was a lot of people who had a lot of different, opinions. So I would keep trying to like appease that opinion. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this. All right, now I'm gonna do this. And I feel like it actually threw me back like a month or two in my learning process because I was doing so much at once that I wasn't understanding anything. So then I had to restart. And that's kind of like something I don't want to have to do with this IT stuff is like if I know I'm not understanding something when it comes to a particular section, I don't want to jump too fast forward and then now I'm still lost because I'm just kind of following instructions on how to install this operating system, but I'm not really learning, if that makes sense. I want to just make sure that I get that down pat. We got 256 TB, and I got to make sure that I write this kind of the way that he's talking, because now we're getting into specifically the requirements, or how it requires a UEFI BIOS, but he kind of writes it. He says it out loud in a certain way, but then he kind of writes it in a different way. So I'm just going to make sure that I get that down pat and make sure I just get everything kind of written the way it needs to be written. I know that he currently has study groups. I don't know what days that he does it on. But I gotta definitely, like, I wouldn't mind joining and getting in there. But I've just been more focused on the 1202. One, I think the 1202 is actually a little bit more interesting. I kept saying, like, hardware is interesting. But I feel like the 1202 kind of puts it to the test. Like, with hardware, I'm a little bit confident. I think I just need to, like, shape it up a bit. Of course, there's still a lot to learn there. And I know in Core 1, it's not just hardware. I believe it has networking in there. It has a bunch of different things. You can end up finding the requirements for the CompTIA if you just kind of look it up on the internet or on the website. But, no, yeah, so, like, hardware isn't a big part of that. I think it's like 20-something%. Actually, probably is a big part, because I think the other 20% is, like, hardware and networking troubleshooting issues. So technically, it's still kind of like, So y'all, please focus on Security Plus and getting a secret clearance. I don't know what the hell a secret clearance is, but no, yes, I do plan on hopping in and getting that Security Plus. I cannot wait. So A Plus is a bit of a time waster. Well, for me, I feel like I currently just want to get it for me. That's like always been my biggest thing is like, I don't really care what makes sense to get or what doesn't make sense to get. I feel like I've always been just so interested in stacking certifications. Like, obviously, I have like my main goal and I know what I want to do. But I also like to have things where I feel like it shows that I've currently learned stuff or that I know what I'm talking about. Even if another job doesn't care about it, at least I know. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I got my responsive web design certification, and then I ended up getting my JavaScript certification. Obviously, none of those certifications are gonna hold up, like, with a job. Like, they might be like, okay, like, they might look at it, but it's not gonna be, like, something because they want to see if I have the actual skill. And I already knew that before putting in a lot of time into getting it. But I just currently wanted to get it because it made me feel good, And it was free. I have to pay for it, but but it made me feel good. Same thing with, like, how I want to get a degree. Like, I know you don't have to get the degree, to get into IT support and stuff like that. But I feel like it's just gonna end up making me feel it's gonna make me feel good, and I'm like, F it, let me go and get it. And it could help a little bit when it comes to some interviews, and it could help a little bit too when it also comes to what is it called, like pay, depending. You say you don't need A+ to prove you know what you're talking about. No. I mean for myself. Like not for other people. I'm saying for me. Like I personally want it for me so that I know that like everything that I've learned like really it went here. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I think it's kind of just like an achievement type of thing. I just want to do it. You said if it's a part of your degree program, I guess get it. I'm not even enrolled for a degree just yet. I do plan on enrolling, but I'm currently just pursuing this like on my own. So it says no need for extended partitions or logical drives. What was I just getting into? MBR. It says if you're familiar with the MBR partition style, we'll talk about it in just a moment, so you'll know that the style using a method of partitioning known as extended. Well, I can't tell if they're still talking about the MBR or they're talking about the GPT at this point. Let me listen. It says how old are you? I'm 22 years old. No, not the A+. I was talking about the degree. I was saying the degree can help with your pay. I'm saying the A+, I simply just want to get for me. Sorry, I accidentally put them together, so I feel like it probably my fault. But I was saying the A+ is for me. I just want to get the A+ to like, because it makes me feel like I achieved something or like I put in so much work into something and then this is the result of it. And then I know with the degree, that the degree is like, yes, you don't necessarily need a degree to land any of those roles, but I heard and I know that when you do get a degree, it could affect pay. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a higher pay. And different stuff like that, or like be in different type of positions because they might require certain things like that. But yes, I'm 22 years old. I currently, well, actually, yeah, I'll just say I'm 22 years old. I don't know why the hell I was about to say a bunch of random stuff that you did not ask. So let me listen to this real quick with the MBR partition style, which we're going to talk about. Oh, okay, so this is talking about, in particular, the MBR style, but I don't understand why he'll mention this here, because now it's kind of confusing me, but whatever, I'm just going to write that here. So now we're going to get into the MBR partition style a little bit. I guess we're going to talk about it later, but it specifically wants to... So today, everything you do will just be GPT partition tables, MBR's legacy, if you have no other choice. Okay, so then they're probably not going to talk about the MBR partition style then. At all. Let me go real quick. MBR partition style. So at the time you're investing in A+, you truly be into security plus or higher level certs. You'll see no one even cares about the security plus in the tech world. It's not even listed on any job descriptions. I have the trifecta. Now that I'm in tech, I saw how much time wasted with A+. I mean, well, for me, I feel like I forgot to mention this too, is I'm also learning this stuff because I actually don't know this stuff. So I feel like even if I focused on Network Plus or focused on Security Plus, whatever you said, I'm pretty sure you need to have at least the basics of a computer down pat. And I actually don't know it. So it would be different if I like knew all this stuff and then you were telling me that, because then I'll be like, okay, maybe I can consider. But I actually don't know anything about computers. Like I just started learning, I think 48 days ago. So it's like, I feel like going for the Security Plus, I'm just going to confuse myself because I don't know. I dead seriously don't know anything. I feel like with the A+, at least it's going to teach me, it's going to make me learn a lot more about computers so that I could be prepared for different things like that. But I think that's probably the best way for me to explain it. It's like, I actually don't know this stuff. Like, I'm genuinely just learning. I mean, unless maybe you don't need any of this, type of learning, like if I could just learn Security Plus without needing to know anything about computers, then maybe that could make sense. But if I need to know at least something about computers to get the other certifications, then I need to kind of learn what I'm learning. I don't know how to explain it. I think that's probably just the best way to say it, to be honest. which we'll talk about in a moment. It says no, that style uses a type of partitioning. So hold on, let me write this real quick. But yeah, so if it's possible to end up taking that Security Plus without having to know any of the basics of computing, then I feel like maybe I could end up transitioning and just going for the Security Plus. But I have a feeling that you might need to know at least a little bit about computers, or maybe even a lot about computers. Like, I've only just started kind of learning about computers about, yeah, like I said, like 48 days ago. So, I mean, you definitely let me know. Maybe I could try to reroute. But if I need to know about like just deeper stuff, then maybe me kind of focusing on some of these things here makes sense. Um, but who knows? Honestly, who knows? Because I know you work in the field, so I'll have to see exactly what you say to that answer. Because yeah, I literally know nothing about computers at all, at all. Method of partitioning. Real quick, let me just take a note of this, and then I could currently get back to what is being said. But yeah, could definitely put me on, because I feel like I'm definitely open to different type of routes, but it depends on if I feel like, of course, I could end up doing it that way. 'Cause I don't mind getting the A+. I currently just wanted to get it as a achievement based type of thing, just to be happy that I did it. But if you're saying that it's possible, man, then it's definitely must be possible. It says, I think the most, where is it at? It says, I think the most important thing is to get down to the basics, and most importantly, networking, of course. It says Security Plus is what's recognized. It says that'll pay off with literally every test you'll do. No, yes, of course. It says you can. So you should look into AZ900 and AZ104 after your A+, and then start looking at security. No, yes, definitely. It says you could study the A+, yes, but I wouldn't waste time to test on it. Knowing the info is great, but I wouldn't waste the money. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're pretty much saying that I should know what's on the A+, just don't test for it. Okay, so that's where I was getting confused, because I thought you were trying to tell me, like, to immediately skip, like, past this, just completely, and then just go to Security Plus. So, okay, so I get what you're saying now. So you're not saying to skip the A+, you're saying to definitely study for it, because you do need to have that information, but just don't test for it. Understood. It says most important thing is to get hands-on experience ASAP. No, definitely. Since Security Plus is also the easiest cert to get, in my opinion. Okay, so that's pretty dope. So then that's definitely something to consider. But yeah, I guess either way, I would still have to do a lot of this learning. So let me see. Known as extended partitions and logical drives. Other partition styles may require that you configure the type. So let me see. Known as extended partitions and logical drives, other partition styles may require that you configure the type of partition. What exactly did I just ended that up on? Oh, I ended that there. So then I gotta take a note here. Styles may require that you configure the type of partition. But no, yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm still kind of iffy on it. Not because, like I said, I already figured that I kind of don't need the CompTIA A+. But I mean, because you said at the end of the day, I need to know the information, but you said that in the end, it's like you don't need to test for it. But I mean, I might as well, because for me, I don't think the money aspect of it is going to be the problem. So I'm like, if I just know the information, why not go for it? I don't know. I'm still kind of stuck on that. I just kind of want to get it. I just want to get it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, because I don't really care to be trying to sit there and save money. I know it probably won't put me up there or not, but it's just something that I want, So I'm still thinking about doing it. But we'll have to see. Simpler form of partitioning. So like any other test, the test majority of the info you'll bring up anyway. No big facts. Literally, because that was exactly something that I was just talking about. Is like, I know I could do the actual job of like an IT personnel, but so they are teaching me the MBR partition style. I don't know why. because I thought I wouldn't have had to learn it, but maybe it's because they ask it on the CompTIA A plus or something. That's probably why they're trying to teach me. So before there was the GPT partition style, before we had the UFI BIOS, we were using the MBR partition. So I get, or unless maybe they're trying to give me a damn history lesson, like I don't know. They're giving me something about this. Are you trying to get the Network Plus after this too? Yes, I want to get the Network Plus as well. I want to get my CCNA, different stuff like that. Oh my goodness, bro, I'm so sick. This is crazy. Partition style. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm gonna have to learn it all regardless. But for me, it's not like it's gonna be a money issue. So I feel like for me, it's kind of like if I could pay for it and I already am learning the information, why not just go for it, stack the certs? You know, like I said, it just feels like it will feel good to me. I think that's just the biggest thing. Because a lot of people also try to tell me with web dev, they're like, you don't need the responsive web design, you don't need JavaScript. But that was never the point. I already said that from the beginning. I don't care about I didn't care about getting those certs, and I wasn't thinking I'm gonna get these certs and think like now I'm gonna land a job. It was like no, I just wanted to get the certs just because it feels like an achievement. I put in work. I want something that shows that I put in work. And so for me, like I personally don't care to spend the money. I already know how much it is. I already know how much I already plan on spending for all of the certifications that I wanted to get. And it's not about being like, now I'm certified, let me go and get these crazy jobs. It's like, no, I already know that they really care about, you know, what you could bring to the table. They don't really care about your certs. They care about, you know, experience. They care about your lab work. They care about different things like that. So I'm very confident that I could still like definitely make it into this field. I just want to do it for fun. Why not? This is something like, hold on, sorry, I'm kind of missing some of your messages. Says, when are you trying to start working in this field? I would probably say I'm currently trying to wait for a position to open up at my specific company that I'm already working at. Because the thing is like, because this is another thing too, is like, I also try to let people know that I don't, and I don't mean to say this in like a weird way, but I don't need this. I feel like I just do it because I like to do it. Like, because the current job that I'm working, it pays very well. I'm 22, I already have bills, I have an apartment, I have a car, right? So I already have a job that pays all these things. I currently just want to get into this field because I'm passionate about it, which is why a lot of the time, like I said, I want the certifications as an achievement because it's like I'm passionate about tech. Like I just want to have those things. But my current job already does everything that I like. It could pay everything, so it's like I don't really need it in that way. But I do plan on, if they open up at my specific company, then I think that would be nice. But it's already like iffy, like I said, because or no, I don't think I said it in this stream, but because I currently have a certain schedule that I can't, like, you know how some people, like, my biggest thing is I always say people ruin their own like journey by being picky. But my current job is so stable, right? And it pays for everything. That is like, I feel like I have to be picky with what can fit there. So if I can't switch in that company, the biggest thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to probably get another position or get another like part-time position. But that position, no matter what, would have to fit my schedule. And I hate to have to be picky, but it's like I kind of have to be because help desk or IT support isn't going to pay my bills. Like my actual job is paying it. So I got to make sure that whatever I get fits with my actual job. But it's not like I need this. Like, I'm chilling. I'm doing my thing. But that's why I keep saying like I do it for fun. Like this is straight up a passion to me. But that's why I currently want to just stack those certs. Because it's for fun. Like I just like it. So I think for me maybe around, like I don't really have a time limit. Because I don't like putting a time limit on things. I would like to have like a networking role maybe in 2028 or something. Maybe. But I don't really have a time limit because if it takes 5 years, so what? It takes 5 years. If it takes 1 year, so what? It takes 1 year. Like I don't really care. Like, because it would be different if I'm like legitimately looking for a job. But I feel like for me, it's like I seriously have Like I'm chilling. So to me, it's like I don't know. I don't really need it like that. Let me go real quick. Sorry, 'cause I forgot that I've been on for an hour. So if y'all have anything else more to say, comment it down below. I do have to hop off very soon. By the way, if y'all are new here and you want to see someone document their journey about trying to become a IT support specialist, definitely hit that subscribe button, or trying to become a network engineer, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. Thank y'all so much for definitely tuning in, commenting. I do like to have like these little type of debates though. I think this is super fun and super like helpful as well. So definitely, hey, thank you so much for talking. Hey, what is up, Snake? He says in the field, says learn Intune, learn Active Directory, learn Microsoft 365, hands-on experience in those areas will help a lot. No, yes, I already have those videos planned. I think for, I don't know if, I think one of them should be next week. Because I just did a ticketing system video. One of them should be next week. I think it might be Office or Microsoft 365. I'm not too sure. But I do also plan on doing Active Directory. They might be both next week or and like 1 week after the other. We'll have to see. But yes, I can't wait to go and do that. You said learn Intune. I don't even know what Intune is, so I guess I gotta do my research on what that is, but I can't wait to get hands-on with that. It says you'll be very successful because you think long-term. Thank you so much, Nova Too Young. Yes, I try to think long-term, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself either. Because I know that, pressure can really make people crumble. So I'm kind of just like, at the end of the day, if I continue to go down this path, it's gonna happen regardless. So when it happens is really the biggest thing. Like in my head, it's like I don't see it not happening. It's just about when. I'm not like, I don't really need it, but it's like I would love to be in that position because I love it. I think it's just super fun to get into, man. Says, in my opinion, knowing those will help you much more than the 8+. That certification is wide and fast. No, yes. Yes, because I literally, I think I also have videos too. I think it's on this phone. Let me go and see. Because I have videos as well. That was, because this one was going to be me getting into the file system. I have another video about learning the Windows operating system and like basically using my own computer as like because I have, obviously, the operating system is Windows. So I was going to like explore my Windows operating system for the first time. See certain things, break a couple things that hopefully aren't important. That would suck if I broke something important. I was going to manage user permissions in the filing system. I wanted to troubleshoot a couple of Windows issues. So like literally, I just made this whole list yesterday for a bunch of hands-on stuff to get into. So I can't wait because I think that's just gonna be super fun. And then literally next month too. So this type of hands-on should carry this month's videos, but then next month should be when I actually buy a desktop, and then that's when I get more into like the hardware fixes of things. So I can't wait to end up doing that. So definitely make sure I hit that subscribe button because like a lot of the hands-on stuff I already have planned that most of it should be coming up this week or because I think next week, sorry, because this week is a little bit different. Next week. And then hands-on, like with actual PCs, that should be coming sometime in January. Have it all planned out, man. I cannot wait. So don't worry, I'm definitely going to get hands-on like sooner than y'all think. Definitely going to get hands-on sooner than y'all think. Let me go and see something else. You said for network engineering, focus on CCNA, ignore the Network Plus. I currently want to get both, but I'll have to see in the moment, like if that's something I really want to do. You said focus more on Intune. It's going to replace Active Directory. Oh, okay. So that's probably why I don't know what Intune is. Then it says, isn't Intune just for Azure? It says it encompasses the same thing as Active Directory and businesses are phasing out. Okay, so yeah. So I'll probably get into both because who knows whenever I'll land a position, right? And who knows whether the company is still going to be using Azure or if they're, not Azure, sorry. If they're still going to be using Active Directory or if they're just going to continue to use Intune. So I don't think so. Honestly, I've never heard of that. Intune seems to just be Azure. It says Active Directory is going to be the COBOL. I don't know if I pronounced that right. There'll be some people who still know how to operate these huge forests, and those will earn big. No, yeah, that's why definitely too. Like with a lot of those topics, I definitely plan on getting into it and just kind of learning, a lot of those things. So I can't wait. I can't wait. And then making like Because I feel like I'm mainly going to do a lot of that on my actual YouTube videos. Because I think doing it on live is a little bit tricky. You know, because especially if, like, what if I'm trying to, like, do something and then I accidentally show y'all the wrong file. Or, like, let's say I'm using Task Manager, which is another video I want to make, which is me kind of learning about Task Manager and how to solve, or how to tell if there's something wrong with my hardware and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like a lot of that's just gonna be for like YouTube videos, because I don't want to sit here and do it on the screen and then like I show something that shouldn't be shown. At least with the YouTube videos, I could kind of edit that out, so I can't wait to get into that. So it's fine. I literally work with both every day. Yeah, me too. I actually like it. Oh no, yes. Oh, you said it's gonna be like COBOL. I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong. But oh my goodness. But I will be catching you on the next one. I wish I could honestly stay on a lot more longer, but I do gotta end up going today. Y'all are super golden. Thank y'all for talking with me, yapping it up with me, debating with me. Shoot, I like it, right? Make sure y'all end up hitting that like button. Make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button as well. I'll be documenting every single day of me learning IT support, and understand that hands-on is going to be coming very soon. But if you expect to see hands-on on live stream, that's probably going to be way later than you guys think. Because the only time I'm going to get hands-on on a live stream is when I decide to buy a desktop, open it up, you know, and do a couple of things there. But when I get the desktop, open it up, yes, I'm going to be doing that on live. Other than that, most of the hands-on content is going to be in YouTube videos. So yes. You said, don't waste your time trying to do the Network Plus and CCNA, just do the CCNA. No, I don't mind. I don't think it's going to be a waste of time, because like I've been saying, I just feel like it's something that I want to get. It's not something that like I think I have to get. It's just I just want to get it. Like literally, that's all. That's honestly the best way to explain it. Like to me, it's not a waste of time because I just want to get it regardless. And it's kind of gonna have the same type of, because they're both networking, so it's kind of gonna have like the same type of thing. But also too, with the degree that I do plan on going for, I was gonna go for cloud and network engineering. It's gonna have both of them in there anyway, so it's kind of like, why not? Like I don't really care. At the end of the day, it doesn't feel like it's time consuming. Just because I want it. Like it would be different if you think that I believe I have to. You know what I mean? But it's like I don't think that. I just want to. And I can't wait. I can't wait to go for all those certs. And honestly, literally I have it probably wouldn't be this wall, but I have like a vision of just having my certifications up. It's gonna be super, super lit. You said Network Plus is useful for beginners. No, yes. It's not if you're trying to learn CCNA. I mean, like I said, I see what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's like, if I'm willing to do it, then I don't think there should be no problem with it. But we'll be catching you on the next one. Love y'all. Y'all are super goated. Hit that subscribe button. Deuces. I should have a video coming out tomorrow, by the way. So I'll definitely catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.